alcoholic. Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to Talk. This is Cap's only talk, and on this episode, we're going to be talking some Yanks with my boy Matt. What up, Matt? Welcome to Talk.
Happy to be here on my second podcast.
Right, second one. Looking forward to this. Looking forward to this for the whole baseball season. You know, I'm embarrassed to be a Yankee fan last year, right? I was embarrassed. What did we finish? We finished 82 and what was the
82 and 80.
82 and 80, and I was definitely embarrassed for the first time in my life to say that I was a Yankee fan.
You were embarrassed in 2008.
No, this is the most recent. So it's the most recent memory of being completely embarrassed like this. You know, I'm a little older now, and the Yanks strive for the best. We have high payrolls, and we have freaking Aaron Judge on our team, and we should be in the playoffs every year. It's what we do in the playoffs is another story that we have to correct. But last year was an embarrassment, and they had a long time to sit on the couch and get things right. Right?
Well, they had all these, meetings with Cashman.
We got audited. They said there was an audit. Then they said there wasn't an audit. Then they said this. Then they said that. Then Judge said we're looking at the wrong numbers. And here we are. We got Soto. We got Verdugo. We got Grissom. We got Stroman. Who else am I missing?
We lost some guys.
Who do we lose?
We lost Higashioka. We lost King.
R.I.P.
We lost
R.I.P.
Well, Thorpe has never been on the team, so he's a
R.I.P.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But we could re-sign King in 2 years if he turns out to be a great star. So
without a doubt. I think they're putting all their eggs into the 2024 basket, though. And with that being said, if you're putting all your eggs into the 2024 basket, we've been hearing a lot of rumors coming down about Blake Snell. And are they going to, these Boris contracts are all looming out there in the MLB. Nobody is signing a Boris contract at the moment. And what did you say to me earlier? It's basically a boycott.
Borderline collusion on the owner's part for not signing the Boris clients. I mean, all the Boris clients are the ones that are left to be signed.
Right. They're the only ones sitting out there. And I think the Yankees just recently restructured a short-term deal, maybe with some incentives, maybe 2 years with an opt-out after this year, give them $35 million. I like that. You follow him up on Nestor, the word on the street. You know, you watch more baseball than I do, so I just really stick to my Yanks, and I watch all the playoffs with all the other teams. But I'm not really an average baseball watcher on a daily basis if the Yankees aren't playing, right? So the word on the street of Snell is he only could pitch 4 innings. He only pitched 4 innings.
First time, it depends on how many innings he could get through. First time through the order, unhittable. Unhittable. Mm-hmm. It's like at batting average against is like 0.83.
Yeah.
Second time through the order, it goes up to like 250.
So, but then
third time through the order, it's 500.
Okay, so if you insert this man into the lineup, into the rotation, and somebody's got to go to the pen. So it's either going to be who? A Clark Schmidt or a Nestor Cortez. They're the ones that would probably be summoned to the pen. Obviously, we don't know what Rodon's going to be this year. We don't know what Stroman's even going to be this year. We really don't know exactly what we got until the games start, right? So I think when you're hearing this episode, it should be spring training games. I think start tomorrow. So when you hear this, you should be seeing some baseball, which is exciting, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. And if you're trying to win, you have to add another arm. And we were just talking about Blake Snell. And then there's one gentleman sitting out there who's looming in the wind, who's on YouTube making videos, who's going across the country on every big podcast out there and basically saying he's sorry. All right. And his name is Trevor Bauer. And he's basically came out and he basically apologized. He did his time. He got suspended 70-something games, right?
I think it was more than that.
But he did his time, right? So in America, you go to jail, you go to prison.
But he didn't go to prison.
No, I'm just saying. You go to prison, you do your time, and then you should have another decent shot at playing the game that you love. And you're freaking he is top probably 10 pitcher right now in the league.
You want to be cautious? You could say he's top 10. I would go as far as somebody gives him a chance to prove himself. He's top 5.
Right. So, and he's sitting out there. He's telling you he'll play for league minimum. He's telling you that he'll play on just an incentive deal. And not one team, not the Kansas City Royals, not the Reds, nobody. I
told you what happened over the weekend in spring training for the Angels. He showed up to the Angels spring training to film some YouTube videos and say hello to players that he's friendly with because he's out in LA and Arizona. And there was reports that people saw Trevor Bauer at the Angels spring training camp. Well, the Angels immediately issued a press release saying that Trevor Bauer has nothing to do with our organization.
Everybody is petrified.
They're so scared of him that they put out a press release to make sure that people know he does not play for the Angels.
It's really sad, you know. And I know this goes. Listen, it goes above our pay grade. Okay, it goes way above what I know in the game. All right, but what I do know is all right. So they're worried about Trevor walking down the hallway in Yankee Stadium, and he sees Aaron Marakovitz, and he says something horrible to Marakovitz. Or there's a woman. That's what
Michael K said. Michael K said
truly worried about.
The attitude and the risk goes beyond baseball and beyond his private life. When you have sexual harassment, anybody that works in corporate America knows you got to take 4 hours of sexual harassment training. The baseball players have to take it. Everybody has to take it if you're in corporate America. They're worried about, that's what Michael K says, is that it goes beyond baseball. They're worried about him sexually harassing a clubhouse attendant.
So let me ask
saying the wrong thing to somebody that could force them into an employment lawsuit.
So let me ask you a question now. We just had a guy on the team that literally slapped his wife at a team family dinner.
Yeah, in front of the team.
In front of the team. Okay,
it was actually right in front of CC Sabathia. CC Sabathia was standing right there.
Yeah. So and he slapped a woman in the face. He pitched a perfect game. You let him pitch.
No, he slapped a woman in the face, then continued to pitch.
Oh, yeah.
He did like 60 games away from the Yankees. That wasn't a suspension from the league. And then he pitched a whole nother season. And then he pitched a perfect game. He slapped his wife 3 seasons ago.
So it's bizarre to me. And
you could use him as the most recent example, but we've had drug addicts, we've had wife beaters, we've had all sorts of people on the Yankees over the years.
Not saying that they're good people.
And I'm saying it's wrong. Yeah. I'm not saying it's right.
Correct.
But this guy has off the field issues. We've had plenty of players on the Yankees with off the field issues.
For real.
And it makes no sense. It makes no sense. This guy is a top. I know everybody says Garrett Cole and him don't get along. From what I've read and stuff like that, Garrett Cole says he's a great pitcher. He's a great guy.
He's been
and
on
they were on
recently.
the same UCLA team pitching 1 and 1A. You put Trevor Bauer in the Yankee rotation, you have 2 number 1 starters. In a playoff series, you don't even need a third starter. You could pitch both of them twice.
That's an argument. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Especially when you don't have long-term ties to somebody, you can abuse the shit out of them.
And league minimum with incentives. The first week he says something you don't like, you cut him.
See ya. Gone. Give him a shot. Put his locker on the other side of the freaking locker room. I don't know.
He even said in some of those YouTube videos, he says, if the team doesn't want me around and just wants me to pitch, I'll show up on pitch day and I won't even be around the team. If they want me to be around, I'll be around. He said he's open to anything.
Not only that, he has that fuck you in him. All right. Now he really has
the chip on his shoulder.
Now he really has
something to prove.
And what do we need more than that? What do we need more than a guy that is going to come onto the team, play for league minimum, have no long-term ties? Like, to me, it's a dream come true.
And I've told you this a million times. He's the fourth, whatever the word is. He's the golden man of all this rotate RPMs and cameras and cutting. He's the one that started all of this studying the flight of the baseball.
Right.
He's the pioneer of it. That's the word I was going. He's the pioneer of this stuff. Every team he's gone to,
it was him and Ottavino,
he's made the
right?
pitchers better.
I think it was like him and Ottavino that discovered the camera.
Well, no, Bauer was doing it with his father. The story goes is his father's a scientist, and he got his father involved and made him go through all the physics of how the baseball rotates and stuff like that. And Ottavino started copying what he was doing, but everybody copied what Trevor Bauer did because he was the first one to do it with his father, who was a scientist or some physicist and stuff like that. So, I mean, if it is true, Charles, that Trevor Bauer and Cole don't like each other, I want Trevor Bauer on the team, and I want them to compete every week. I want Cole to go out there and say, I'm going to pitch better than you this week. And I want Trevor to go out there and say, I'm going to pitch better than you this week.
And then Stroman's like, oh, yeah, you fancy son of a bitches? You want to make all this money? Blah, blah, blah. Watch this. Gives Rondon. Oh, you want to be the Yankee? You want to be that guy? You want to be that guy, Rondon? I seen you shave the mustache. You trying something different. You want to be that guy, Rondon? Like, it's all right there in front of you. And they're scared of something that they have had dirtbags on their team my whole life. As long as I can remember. There was always stories about these guys that came out. They're humans, okay? They're humans. They make mistakes. They paid for their mistakes. Give him another shot. Just do it. Give him another shot.
At this point, I want the Yankees to sign him, but I still want to see the guy get signed by somebody.
Oh, same here.
Because he's got to play somewhere.
And I want to see him shove it to every team besides the Yankees. I want to see him shove it. You know, we're gonna clip this up. We're gonna put a Trevor Bauer clip on the internet. We're gonna get hammered. We're gonna get hammered about it. People are gonna talk bad about what we're saying over and over again. But what don't they realize? All right, what don't they get? Like, are you like? All right, if he came on the team and there was a big mistake, something happened. All right, I'll tell you, I was wrong. Prove me wrong.
I mean,
you know,
anybody that would criticize me for saying that he deserves a second chance, they should go protest Marcell Ozuna on the Atlanta Braves. Right. The guy did suspension for beating his wife. He's gotten 4 DUIs. He got a DUI in season last year.
Which that can kill a person. DUI. You had you could have killed a human being. Killed.
You could go watch the camera footage from the stop. He tells the cop, "Oh, I'm Ozuna from the Braves," like he's going to get out of it. 4th DUI.
Listen, Trevor
he had 38 home runs last year for the Atlanta Braves and was hitting 6th in the lineup.
And he was on every replay of MLB Network, ESPN. That's what really gets me. All right,
people in the stands wearing Ozuna jerseys.
Oh yeah. You know, and then Trevor is the guy that they're making a poster child for. They're making him an example, and I don't believe it. I don't believe it to be fair. I think they should give him a shot. I think any team should give him a shot, but especially the Yankees when you're so desperate. You only have Soto here for the year, all right? Hopefully he re-signs with us, but we can't think in advance, right? We have to think right here, right now, the 2024 season, and we have to win now. We have a gap here of Judge. You have a gap here of Cole. You have to win now. All right, let's move on.
We had David Wells. They used to call him and David Wells. They used to call him and what's his name? The Bash Brothers. They used to go out and get drunk every night in New York City. I mean,
who knows what they did to women back then? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm literally sorry. You know, it's just I really hope something changes here with Trevor. I hope the league wakes up and gives this guy a shot because I have a feeling he's going to shove. And you didn't get Moto. You didn't get Yamamoto. All right. I just heard today that Phillies offered him the most money, and he still went to the Dodgers. That's a big problem for the Mets, but that's another story for another day. The biggest money doesn't even matter anymore. Doesn't even matter anymore.
That's why I tell you all the time, Charles.
Soto is
not a done deal going to the Mets.
No,
it's not a done deal.
It's also it's also they're not millennials, but they're the next generation. And they want to be comfortable more than they want money. Like they rather work less. Like you hear the guy on what was his name on the Angels? Did you hear the guy on the Angels?
Oh, Anthony Rendon.
Oh my God! He's like, I want less games. I want to work less. But I'm just saying that's the mentality a little bit of this next generation. They still want to play baseball. They're going to work very hard. They're going to be in the gym, but they want to be comfortable. They want to be comfortable. I know you made fun of Cashman talking about that he said he was competing with the weather when it came down to moto. That comment, I know it drove you nuts. But at the end of the day, Maddie's right. Why would you want to be miserable here in New York during the rainy season, snow, sleet, migrants, you name it, we got it. New York is a mess. Do I think?
I didn't know you had to live in New York City to play for the Yankees.
No, you don't. You don't. But you do need to commit. You do need to commit. CC Sabathia committed his entire family.
CC Sabathia lives in the most rich neighborhood in Connecticut that you could possibly find. It's gated off from everybody else.
I know. But I'm just saying. But all right, let's move on a little bit. Let's go to this comment by Judge with his toe, bro. Woof. That was like it's not even headline news.
It should be.
It's not headline news. Like
the question the writer asked,
like breaking. Judge's toe is still a major issue.
The question the writer asked in the video was, is your toe fully healed or is it more of a maintenance thing? He could have easily deflected that question and said, I'm good.
Yeah.
But he said, honestly, it's a maintenance thing and it's something I'm going to have to worry about the rest of my career.
Fireworks. How? What? So he should have got surgery as soon as it happened. He shouldn't have played the rest of the season. We tried to run him back out. We tried to run him back out there. We're not doctors.
We're not doctors. But the Yankees were 82-80.
Yeah.
So he shouldn't have been on the field.
And they're worried.
He should have been healing.
They were worried about still being over 500.
Yeah, he should have been healing if that's the case, that this is going to be a maintenance thing.
Right?
I mean, look at players. I love Rizzo. Man. And I understand he's 36, 37 years old. So obviously he has maintenance things to deal with. But Judge is making $400 million and he's the best player on a team. And now you're telling me he has maintenance problems? That's a problem.
After a Saturday afternoon in LA. Crazy. Crazy. I hope it's not a problem. It sounds like it. It sounds like it's still lingering. Foul ball left that toe. I want to see him wearing some big guards down there, I guess. Gonna have to keep that toe guard for real.
Yeah.
Look at DJ LeMahieu. He wasn't the same. He had a good second half to the season last year, which the only thing we're banking on, like John Boy said. That's the only thing we're banking on.
He just needs to concentrate getting on base, getting walks.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do too much. If they lead him off, all he's got to do is get on base, hit the ball up the middle. There's no more shift. Get on base.
For real. That's for real. But Judge's toe is definitely majorly concerning, and we'll see where it leads to. It's
going to be something that we're going to pay attention to. I don't know if anybody else is, but I'm going to be paying attention to it.
Without a doubt. So who do you think is going to be the breakout player that no one's talking about this season? Who's going to be that guy?
I told you. You mean for spring training or you mean for the season?
No, for the season.
For the season, who's going to be the breakout guy? I hope it's Verdugo.
Spring training is spring training.
Well, I told you, spring training, like Spencer Jones, we got, he's, in my opinion, he's going to be the first baseman after Rizzo. He came up as a third baseman. They moved him to first in the minors, and he's playing a little outfield. But he could be the one to have a good big spring training, and then everybody's going to be saying, well, why the hell isn't he on the team? But everything they say is he's not fully developed yet. So we're gonna get that sad story that he's not ready and this, that, and the other.
His body and everything else. That guy looks like a stud. He looks like a stud.
He's one of the. He's a twin. He's a triplet of Stanton and Judge and him. They're all the same size, same body type. You know.
So we'll see. That's definitely something exciting though to look forward to that we do.
But on the team, I hope it's Verdugo for the season. I think he's going to have a big year. He's on the contract. You heard what Judge said too. Judge said, "I've been telling Cash to get this guy for years."
That's impressive.
So Judge says that about you. He didn't say that about Soto. He didn't say that about Grissom. He didn't say that about Stroman. He said that about Verdugo. So
that's something else. You know, that's definitely something else when you have Judge calling your name like that. I'm excited about him. I am excited about him.
I see him leading off, and I see him batting, 6th, 7th, 8th, down there at the bottom. You know, when the lineup turns over, he's basically the 4th inning leadoff guy.
Yeah,
if he's batting down there, but he could definitely lead off, and I see it. I don't like Gleyber leading off. They had Gleyber leading off last year a little bit, but
I don't see Gleyber so much as a leadoff hitter at all.
Yeah.
Doesn't see that many pitches. I would have to go through those stats, but I don't feel like he works crazy.
The more aggressive Gleyber is, the better hitter he is.
Yeah. So
you let him up there trying to look at pitches, he's going to get himself into deep counts.
So that's what you see. That's what you see the lineup looking like a little bit. You see Verdugo. Yeah, give it to me. You see Verdugo.
If you're facing a righty, I'm putting Verdugo lead off. Soto second, because that's what they're going to do. I mean, it all depends on your philosophy behind what you think protection wise and stuff like that. Soto's walked more than any player in the last 3 seasons or whatever it is, 5 seasons. He's going to be on base, or he's going to be on first base with a walk. He's going to be on second base with a double before Judge comes up. The only problem I see there is Judge, maybe grounded into too many double plays. Because then leadoff guy doesn't get on 1 out.
Yeah,
they walk Soto. You got Judge up with 1 out, double play, getting over. But Judge don't put too many balls on the ground, so he's got the balls in the air.
It's going in the air, right? It's going in the air, or it's going out of the ballpark.
Yeah. So you got Verdugo, you got Soto, you got Judge. After that, if you got a healthy Stanton. You got a healthy Rizzo.
I don't want to be. Yeah, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that spring training. Oh, this one looks great. That one looks this. I don't want to be that guy. But boy, oh boy, the Stanton's whole body structure changed. He looks like somebody stuck a pin in him or something. He laid off the cycle or some shit. The guy's whole body is changed, bro.
It's one picture.
It's a few. I've seen a few. In my head, I wrote this down. I got LeMahieu leading off. All right, if he's the same second half as he was last year, if he starts the season like that, I got LeMahieu, Soto, Judge, Rizzo, Gleyber, Verdugo, Stanton, Wells, Volpe. That's the way I see it, because I don't think Trevino is going to be ready, right? I don't think Trevino.
I think he might be ready, but they're going to slowly bring him back. But
looking forward
one
to
thing
Wells
Cashman said was, if this is a season that Volpe puts it all together,
woof.
That's like you traded for another guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't have a terrible season, but he obviously didn't hit for average. He gets the average up to 260, 270 with, the same home runs. That's like you got a totally different player on the team. He could be batting leadoff.
Definitely.
I mean, he's the one with the fastest legs. He should be the one batting leadoff.
Yeah.
So
his rookie year, he won a gold glove. He stole how many bases? Bring up those stats. You know those stats for him?
Yeah, I think what did he get? 20 homers and 20 stolen bases, something like that.
20 homers, 20 stolen bases. He had a 2020 season.
I'm pretty sure.
Great. That's freaking great. That's really
especially,
great.
It's not the Derek Jeter rookie season that everybody thought he was going to have, but
hey, a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
a lot of pressure. Lots of it. So, but
yeah, he could. Like I said, that's why this lineup, man, it's not written in stone. These guys, this is a flexible lineup. Yeah. They got guys that they could plug in, plug out, switch up.
Mm-hmm.
It could be by by August, it could be a totally different lineup than it was on day one, and not because of injuries. I'm saying just the order, strictly order.
Yeah.
It could be the same guys from day one, but it'll be in a completely different order.
Yeah. The one thing I'm loving going into this season is we have a lot of guys on the team that are on contract years. And they know that an extra 5 home runs, 10 home runs is millions of dollars. All right? Now, I'm not saying, listen, if Soto has a bad season, is somebody going to get a deal? I don't know. I don't know if someone's going to get a deal on Soto. But
what's a bad season for Soto, too?
I don't know. But a guy like Glaber, a guy like Verdugo, these guys are on contract seasons. So they have to play at their highest potential if they want to get paid. They have to be ready every single day. There's no laziness allowed right now, and I'm liking that. I definitely like that. I definitely like the uneasiness, and now even to our manager, right? I think Boone's isn't this his contract?
Boone's on a contract, yes, sir.
Yeah. Even our manager is on a contract.
Months for managers, but
What'd you say?
Not that contract year for a manager means much. That they extend them, they give them 8-year deal and then fire them.
I'm just throwing it out there, just throwing it out there. So I do like that. What do you think about making Glaber a Yankee for life?
I love Glaber. So Glaber Torres said he wants to be a Yankee for life. So does that mean he's giving us a discount? Hopefully.
Yeah.
I feel that he hits for average. He hits for power. He plays a serviceable second base.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the arm for second base. You don't need it. He played shortstop. That was a failed experiment.
That wasn't.
But
really
he's still young. Everybody forgets he's only 26 years old. He's only 26 years old. This guy's been playing since he's 18. Everybody forgets that. So yeah, I would love to have Glaber on the team for the next 6-7 years if that's what it takes to sign him 100%. I mean, he would be crazy to go somewhere else, honestly.
Yeah, well.
So hopefully we get some kind of hometown discount.
That's why he said what he said. But
yep.
So the most exciting thing I'm looking forward to this year is definitely.
Can I guess? I know what it is.
Go ahead.
The Juan Soto home run call.
That's definitely the number one thing I am looking forward to. I was trying to throw some words in ChatGPT today to try to come up with what the Soto call was going to be for John. And they got to remember, man, every game that goes by is one of John's last games. Let's be for real. I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, how did he die? Or you know what I mean? Oh, like you
in the booth next to Susan.
Yeah. All right. You hear like that? I'm surprised my dad didn't die at the Hold'em table, like something like that. You know what I mean? Something like that. But it's true. He's gonna die right there in the booth. But the guy is so up there. He played he basically called a half a schedule last year, so I'm guessing he's gonna be doing the same thing this year.
Yep.
But I don't know what that call is gonna be. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something crazy. Do you have anything in mind?
What did we say today? So Juan hits one to the barn, something like that.
That's horrible.
That's
horrible. I was trying to think. Juan Soto. It's going to be something in Spanish or Dominican.
Or Italian, like Giancarlo Stanton's not Italian. He's called Italian.
No, that's the craziest one. That's the craziest one. That's definitely Giancarlo Stanton's call is definitely crazy. We've been me and you have probably personally have been totally obsessed with John Sterling for a lifetime.
And
for a lifetime. Yeah, and Susan. She's not going anywhere though. Susan's locked up there. Susan is definitely locked up there. She's been calling into the fan. I've been hearing her calling into the fan here and there. She's great.
Born and raised in Boston, and she's the voice of the New York Yankees.
Right. She was all way up on Stroman. I heard him.
She loves Stroman.
Yeah. I heard her making some remarks about Stroman. She was like way up on him. She's like, we need that guy that's going to come out. When everybody was talking about the other pitchers in the league, she was basically talking about like you need that guy that's going to go out there and try to be the best pitcher in the world that day. and that's
challenge you
and challenge.
Yeah, he's looking for competition. He's
same
he's boomer. He's he's boomer. Well, he's the guy. It's Roger Clemens. He's got that mentality. He's going out there. You're not going to beat me today.
Yeah, and that's what these Yankees need because they've been boring since 2017. This team has been boring. Let's be for real. They've been boring, literally boring. They have nothing. They have what were they doing? What was the move? They were doing this. They were doing some dumb shit even last year or something. They were like, I don't know. Something. They need to be cool again. You got all these other teams. I know some of it's stupid. They put on a hat and the Angels put on a huge helmet or whatever.
I don't know if that's going to stick anywhere. That was the samurai hat. No Ohtani. I don't know if they're still going to do that.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. They got. If you were an Angel fan, man, oof, boy, do you hate the Dodgers.
Were an Angel fan? If you are an Angel fan, you just
hate the
Dodgers. You just been in misery since Social left.
One other thing that I got here that I think could definitely be behind the scenes move that definitely translate, but no one's gonna realize that it's gonna translate. And I heard big reports that Andy Pettit's gonna be around the Yankees a lot this season. So I hope so. They signed him as a special advisor or something like that, I want to say.
Yeah. He was the pitching coach for Team USA.
He was the pitching coach for Team USA, really?
Mm-hmm. In the World Baseball Classic.
I think him being around the team is definitely going to make you a little more crafty, even without even him doing anything.
Forget the crafty. You talk about the guy that goes out there that wants competition. I mean, Andy Pettit is the guy, the quintessential, you're not going to beat me. Remember that stare he had in the glove, man?
Yep.
He's looking down.
Looked right
He's
down
going
your
out
skull.
There fierce.
Oh, yeah.
Fierce competitive.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely looking. I wish I was able to run down to spring training to catch a game or two, but I won't be doing that. I was going to go to opening day. I got the email. But not doing that either.
Well, I mean, I think me and you are the two people that's seen Andy Pettit pitch in person the most out of any other person that's ever pitched.
Like organically. Like I don't know how the hell that happened. Every time, senior year, sophomore year, we would be like, oh, going to the game tonight. We got tickets. We're going to the game tonight. Who's pitching? Andy Pettit.
After a while, we didn't
Andy
even
Pettit. Like a guarantee, right? It was a guarantee. I think me and you seen. We went chasing.
We chased Jeter's 3,000.
Well, you got that one. Yeah, you got.
I got this. Yeah, it wound up being tickets that I bought before the season started.
Which is crazy. Yep.
We chased A-Rod's 600th home run.
Yep.
Right.
Remember when I sold the ticket?
Or it's 500.
Yeah, 500. Remember when I sold the ticket outside the stadium?
That was the Alex has special balls.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. Shout out to Shawma Rash for making A-Rod Day on WFAN. I thought it was really cool. Because I'm part of that era where I believe Mark McGwire. People are gonna hate me for this, but I'm part of that era where I believe Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, and Alex Rodriguez. These guys should be in the Hall of Fame. That's just the way I feel. You want to put them in a different section and say that they got caught doing illegal things, but at the end of the day, the MLB wasn't testing for it. And once again, another story for another day. But I'm part of that.
I say move the fences back to 600 feet and let them all do steroids. Let's see 700-foot home runs.
Get more viewership. It's all about the 3-point in basketball, right? It's all about the home run, the bat flip. Listen, it is.
Let's see 750-foot home runs.
It is. I love the new rules last year. I definitely did. I'm looking forward to another season of some new rules. I know you were iffy about some of them, but
I like the pitch clock. I'm not gonna lie. I like the pitch clock. But the second base runner thing. I mean, that's women's softball league rules. Yeah. Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
For the runner or the ghost runner or whatever. What do you want to call it? I mean, that's just bizarre.
Nah, the extra innings thing is ridiculous. They got to at least give us
I love extra innings.
Me too. They got to at least give us.
Michael Kay calls it free baseball.
Yeah, I know.
Who doesn't want more baseball?
Yeah, I like the idea. The 10th inning, regular rules. The 11th inning, runner on first. 12th inning, runner on first and second. 3rd inning, so far. Then you load the bases, and then That's the game. Hopefully, if they get in the game, then.
You know what's
you
funny?
Gotta get going.
They made
another
rule.
Go. The game.
They made another
4 days.
The new rule they made was that the position players can't pitch anymore.
That's a new one for 2024. Well, that was last year.
I mean, or it's limited. It has to be. They can only bring it. I got to pull it up. It's going in effect this year. If it's a certain lead or whatever, the position player can't pitch back to back. However, whatever it is they're limiting position players from pitching. Now, what is the most exciting thing about your team when your team's getting blown out? What's the first thing you say?
Swisher.
I can't wait to see who they're putting into pitch later.
Swisher's coming in to pitch, yeah.
Nick Swisher.
yeah.
They had
IKF last season.
Last season IKF. Cervelli pitched.
Yeah.
I could go on and on.
I know.
I think Carlos Beltran pitched for the Yankees that year. He played for the Yankees one game. Who wants to see the team burn their bullpen?
Yeah.
Let the guy come in and pitch.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just cancel. Make a mercy rule then.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to make a mercy rule? You got to be up by a certain amount, and the game's over.
Yeah.
Right. Something that would be exciting though. A mercy rule would be exciting. Think about it. You get to the last thing, somebody hits a walk-off game, end of fucking mercy rule. That's kind of sick. That would be electric.
Why would you want to burn your bullpen when you're down by 11 runs?
Yeah.
In a game,
and you got to
now you can't put in a position player.
And first pitch for the next game is in 12 hours. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Can't believe it.
But all right, so we'll be back. We're going to be doing these hopefully sporadically throughout the season. When any big things, we're going to hop on here. To all of our listeners, thank you so much for hanging in here with us. You'll always be catching Little Ant, Big Ant, and myself on Talk. But I figured when I'm doing that, I want to talk Yanks more. This is what I love. And when you're doing that, we got to leave some time for the Mets. We got to leave some time for other bullshit. So I really don't get my full fix out on the Yanks. So
and you really don't get to say what you want because you got ant jumping down your throat the whole time.
Yeah. Of course, of course. I love that. And we'll definitely be talking some baseball with Ant once. I don't know actually. To be honest,
does baseball exist for Ant?
I don't know right now. I think he's in trouble. I definitely think he's in trouble. I think he's worried about the season for sure, and I would be, especially with that. I think
he might be ignoring this season. He's kicking this one to the side.
Especially with that Sanger news today. Hopefully that's not bad for them because that
was horrible.
Geez, holy shit! But all right, man. Thanks everybody for listening. We appreciate you. If you're gambling out there, gamble responsibly, and we'll see you next time. See you
later.